Hello, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. How has everybody been? I think the music's a little bit too loud. Actually, can I just turn that down for me? Hold up. Cause I actually think I was watching one of my VOD, or listening to one of my VODs. Actually, I'm gonna turn down a little bit for the VOD. Y'all could have it there. That's a better volume for me. It's also still a little bit loud. Audio properties. Can I turn that down just for me? I cannot. Can I do it in here? Oh, you need an update. I'll update you later. I could turn down the system volume. I don't want to turn down my system volume. There. Oh well. I don't think I can. That's fine. I could get it sorted out later or something. Oh, I could just turn it down here. I can just turn down like the entire computer volume. I'm not going to be doing anything today, so I don't really need to hear it. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to turn the music. No, I could stay on. I don't care. I might. Thank you, Botrix. I might turn it back on later, but actually, I might turn it off for like a stream that we do something. But we're just gonna be talking today. So I don't really need to have it on. I need to remember to update this later. What are we doing today? Yapping. That's what we were doing today. So lots of things have happened since the last time I've streamed. One, I'm pretty sure I could add Preacher to my resume now. So that happened. I got up there and talked in front of the church and stuff. It was very nerve-wracking. Not something I'd seek out to do again, but if I was asked, I would go up there and do it again. What else happened? Oh, the Nintendo Direct came out since the last time we streamed. And I should have saved that and just reacted to it live. Oh no. Stay. There we go. I should have reacted to that, because, like, everyone was reacting to that. Like, everyone was reacting to that. Not just some people. Everyone was reacting to that. It was a lot of people reacting. I don't think anyone didn't react to it. So yeah, that came out. Games are gonna go up in price, which sucks, but it should still be fine. Hopefully. The console is going to be so expensive. The Switch 2 is going to be so expensive, though. I'm going to buy it because I want to buy a Switch. I decided I was going to buy a Switch back in, like, January. And then I think the Nintendo Twitter account posted out, like, the next day. Like, hey, guess what? Switch 2, upcoming Direct in April. It's April now! The Direct was, like, 2 weeks ago. Wait, no. About a week ago. What do you know? So, I was like, fine, I'll wait for the Direct and I'll just buy it then. I'm pretty sure pre-orders open on, like, GameStop tomorrow. Not 100% sure on that, but, like, I'm fairly confident. So I'm gonna order me one. If I can. Gonna move some money from my savings account to buy it. And still pay my bills and stuff. And this is gonna be the first time I've actually had, like, a console as it came out. Normally I have to get it like a year or two late once it starts going on, like, once it gets marked down just a little bit because people are trying to get it out of their stores. But I normally don't get it until very late, if I get it at all. Like, there's a bunch of games out there I want to play. Like Pokemon XD, but I never got the chance to play it because I didn't own a GameCube. However, earlier today, I learned that you don't need a GameCube in order to play Pokemon XD. You could just play it on the Wii. Who knew? Apparently everyone but me. Especially if you... Like, one of the comments I got on the short I made about this earlier today, just like, it's 2006 and you're being amazed by all the amazing features, or something like that, amazing features of the Nintendo Wii, and it is a good console. I like the Wii. Plus, the Wii had so much just glorious shovelware. Glorious shovelware indeed. I approve of shovelware. I am for shovelware. Vote shovelware. I like shovelware. Shovelware is fun. In moderation, shovelware is fun. Now, if all I have to play is shovelware, we might have some issues, but in moderation. Okay, yeah. Oh. Excuse me. Just a drink. Yeah. So, I have no clue how I missed that, but I did, and I'm gonna go buy Pokemon. Actually, how much is Pokemon XD? I was actually looking at like when Pokemon XD came out earlier today. Hold on. Pokemon XD. Actually, no, let me just go to eBay. I could probably find it cheap on like eBay or Facebook Marketplace. eBay. But I was looking at the date that Pokemon XD came out earlier today, and me and Pokemon XD are dang near the exact same age. Pokemon XD is 12 days older than me. You know what else is really close? I have a cousin who's only 1 day older than me. What is that? Let's see. Pokemon XD. Let's see here. There's a GameCube. Here's the games. Let's see. 76, 200, 170. I'm not spending that much money on this stupid game. The disc without the box is 150. 160 with the box. 150, 150, 100. Yeah, no, this is expensive. 75. I wonder if I can find it cheaper on like Facebook Marketplace. Hold up. Facebook. Okay, that doesn't work. I don't know why, but Facebook won't load. Oh, Facebook froze. Okay. Let me check my phone. Nope, wrong password. Is it that? Nope. What is my Facebook password? Hold up. Does Authenticator know it? Authenticator should know it. I don't know it. Where did all my passwords go on Authenticator? There they are. Facebook. This one. That is the... Log in. There's no typos. Why don't you work? Forgot password. I'm just gonna check Marketplace on my phone. I'll do this later. Marketplace. Oh, do you work? Because if you work, that's in Pennsylvania. That's fine. It's a couple states away, but that's Please tell me you work. Hold on, I just saw an ad for my dream. I just saw a listing for my dream car pop up. Oh, we're saving you. I mean, it's in red. I don't really want it in red, but that is amazing. Okay, hold on. Pokemon XD. Oh, why is the internet struggling? The games aren't much better on Facebook Marketplace. I got 2 listings immediately. One's 250, one's 200. See, is there anything better? Ooh. Someone's selling just the case for 40 bucks. I think I'm good. We're typing Gale of Darkness. Gale of Darkness. Someone's selling Pokemon Fire Red for 125. Hold on. eBay, do you have something cheap for me? I don't want to spend all this money on Pokemon. Gale of Darkness. Hold on, if this is it, I'm stealing this. Is it just the manual? Because if this is the game, that's a steal. Oh no, very good. VHS or DVD boxes, and why do you say VHS? It's not like one of those big cartridges. It's a disc. The cover art and linear. Hold up. Is this the game? This might be the game. I'm not saying anything else on that. I don't really want to steal it, but that might be the game. I'm not sure. This is a memory card. I don't want a memory card. That's a memory card with Pokemon. It's a completed memory card. I don't want that. I want to do it myself. That's the whole reason I'm looking. Just a disc for $140 and $150. That is ridiculous. I would want the disc and not the case. I need a way to store it, and I don't have a good way to store GameCube games. And a copy that doesn't work, 70 bucks. Disc, I could maybe work with this. Disc only, 60 bucks. We'll save that. Why are we shopping for Pokemon? This is not what the scheme is supposed to be about. I'm supposed to be talking. What were we talking about? Oh, just games in general. Oh, I am going to be building myself a new GBA because I want to say I've played all the main series of Pokemon games. There are the other games like Coliseum and Detective Pikachu. I don't care about games like Detective Pikachu. Coliseum may be fine. I'm not sure. But, I don't care about Detective Pikachu. So, I'm gonna be putting me a GBA so I can play like all the original Pokemon games, and you can find those games for relatively cheap. Like I found the fur. Hold on, let me double check this. Watch list. 7. I found the first 12 games for a combined price of like, hold on, what is this? About $120 for 7 games. It's not bad. Because some of these, like, old games could get expensive. Let me tell you. Very expensive. But, that's the first 3 gens, because it's, blue, red, and green. Oh, let me just make sure this is what the game I think it is. Yep, it's, blue, red, and green. Then it's hold on. Blue, red, green, crystal, silver, gold, yellow. Then it's fire red, leaf green, and then ruby, sapphire, and emerald. For like $120. So I'm probably gonna be buying that. And then from there, I just need to buy the DS games, which are actually more expensive in some locations, in some capacity. Like, I think the Gen 4 games were really expensive. And I don't have any more Gen 4 games. I used to have Platinum 5. Black and White is Gen 4. No, Gen 4 is Diamond and Pearl. What was Black and... No, Black and White was... What is Platinum? Hold up. What gen is Pokemon Platinum? Oh, it is the 4th generation. I was right the first time. Yeah, so, I used to have a copy of Pokemon Platinum. I have not been able to, like I said, I've not been able to really get the consoles or the games. So, and when I do get them, it's very, very late. Like, I didn't get, let's see, I've played my mom's copy of Emerald and I think copy of Blue. I didn't finish either one. I don't think I even beat a gym on that. I don't think I've actually completed a Pokemon game until I was like 11. Yeah, I think. Yeah, that sounds about right. And it was like Pokemon Moon. Because by that point, my copy of Platinum and Heart Gold were messed up. And then all my Pokemon games, I've had Snap, but it was destroyed in a flood. Like, about 5 years ago, maybe? Just before? No. About 7 years ago. I think, ish. Yeah, about 6-7 years ago, my copy of Pokemon Snap was destroyed in a flood, and then my first game was Platinum and Heart Gold. Both ended up messed up. A couple years after that, I got Pokemon Moon. That became the first game I completed. After that, I think it was like a year after the Switch release, I got Ultra Moon. And then I beat that. And then I played some of Pokemon... I think I've played some of my friend's copy of Pokemon X, because I think there was a part he was stuck on. And I went over to his house and like helped him out through that part. Or just like to see if I could do it. And I got him through that part. But yeah, so I need to actually play all the games and beat them and just say I do, because I do really like these games. They're fun. I know a lot about them. I don't know nothing after Gen 7 because up until Gen 7 I relied on the anime to keep me informed. But Gen 7, 8, and 9. Gen 7 and 8 have a terrible anime. I've not seen anything for the anime of Gen 9 because 8 just said, nope, not watching this. After 8, I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not watching any more of this. I was able to watch like 2 episodes, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm done. But up until that point, I just kind of kept up with it through the anime because I couldn't play the games. And then... Okay, oh. Excuse me. So, I need to go through and play them. Just to say I have. Plus, it's always these, there are games out there that... Hold up. Hold up. Let me just respond to this real quickly. And then I will be... Just give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. What was I talking about? What was I talking about? Don't remember. Pokemon, that's what I was talking about. I do like Pokemon. Since like I think the first game I actually played was Emerald. I think that's the one I also spent the most time in before I got my copy of like Platinum. And then that became my primary game, even though I didn't really know what was going on because I didn't know how to overwrite the save file. And the options were either barely make it to like the first town before I had to turn off the console and go do something, or join in the save file that was already on the cartridge that's like halfway through and not know what to do from there. Oh, why are you not working? You're fine. I should be connected. Yeah, I'm connected. You're fine. Just chill out, YouTube. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Oh, my bitrate is dead. I haven't disconnected though. So we're good. Although this is a weird desync, because normally it's normally OBS is ahead. But now OBS is like 10 seconds behind. Huh, that's odd. Interesting. Yeah, so all I could really say after I've beaten the Gen 7 games, but that's not really saying much, because those games were very easy. They had so much hand-holding, like the XP chair did like everything. Like it just shared XP with your entire team. And then you didn't need to have HMs because, you know, HMs might have been what stopped me from beating games before that point because I didn't understand what an HM was. I mean, I was very young, so I'm gonna give myself a pass. Okay, I'm gonna give myself a pass. Because, let's see. Platinum probably got messed up when I was around 7. And I didn't get Moon until 4 years later. What? Is that right? Do I have that time frame? I think If I'm remembering everything, that's correct. I'm thinking though. Yeah, because I had platinum by the time I had the 3DS. And I think I got platinum with my DSi. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got platinum with my DSi. Which I also got very late, because we didn't have the money for it, so I had to save up the money for myself. And then go buy it. And that's really hard to do when you're like 5, but... Yeah. When you're like 5, it's really hard to save up the money to go get a DSi. But I did it. I was able to do that. And then I got myself my DS, and it's DSi in retrospect. Knowing about all the options I could have gotten, like I probably could have gotten a DS instead of the DSi, and that would have been much better, because then I could play Game Boy games on the DS. You know? Because like the DSi didn't have the Game Boy cartridge slot in the bottom. I think it's the DSi. Didn't have the Game Boy cartridge slot on the bottom, and that's like the first one I got. Was that one. And then about maybe a year or two after it came out, I got the 3DS and the 3DS XL, and I still actually have that 3DS XL to this day, and it's like the one I play on when I want to play. But I can't play because I don't have the charging cable. It wasn't plugged in and got destroyed in the flood with my N64 and its games and stuff. Wow, like I said, probably about 6 or 7 years ago. Which sucks, because I should just go... How much are they? I know you could buy them on Amazon. Amazon. 3DS. Charge... Oop, that's not the right letter. Charger. Oh, they're like $8. Oh, you could buy a USB one for $8? Let's go. I could do that, but actually what I want to do is more expensive, but I think it'll be better. That way I don't have to keep up with another plug. And the DS has a really big power block, and I don't really want to deal with a big power block. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to... Yawn. Excuse me. What I'm going to do is I found someone whose job is like what they do to make money is you mail in your DS and they might like mod it. So I want to buy another DS. So if I won't, I could stream it. Like maybe do. Actually, I had an idea for this while thinking about it. So I want to buy. I can't get my DS modded with a capture card, but I can get it modded to take USB-C input, as in like a charging, like USB-C power. So I want to do that to it, so I could just charge it a little bit easier. And then I want to buy a new 2DS XL with a capture card modded and with the capture card installed, because I think that would be really cool. And then I could like do things on stream with the DS, and I don't know. I was also watching this video today while I was at work, and apparently McDonald's used the DSi. No. What's the DSi? I think it was around the time of the DSi. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me. It might have just been regular old DS, but they have a DS game for like as a training software. And I was like, why? It's ridiculous. I kind of want it, but the game is about $3,000. And it never pops up. Ever. There's like 2 known copies in existence. There's a lot more out there, but it's like estimated to have a couple thousand to a couple tens of thousands cartridges out there, which is not a lot. It's really not. And they were only released in Japan. So They're very, very rare, very, very expensive. But I kind of want one. Like, how funny would it be just to have, oh, haha, funny VTuber playing the McDonald's game. VTuber. I could title the stream like VTuber gets a real job. I could do that, and it could be fun. It could be fun. I could title the stream like VTuber gets a real job. VTuber makes money. I don't know. I don't know. But that we cross that bridge into. Plus, one thing I was thinking about a little earlier was I could do. Wait, hold up. What's this? Huh. Okay. I was thinking about this earlier. Since I'm gonna begin in DSI, I've already decided that, and I actually already I bought a broken DSI just because it was cheaper, and I can get a broken DSI and a new motherboard for about the same price as a working DSI. So I could just fix a DSI and have it last longer and be good. And just be good to go. That's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm also gonna be replacing the screen to have it be backlit, because that's one problem with like the old Game Boy, not the Game Boy, the old DS and Game. No, the Game Boy is right. Yeah, so like the old Game Boy and the old DS, not DS, the old Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy SI, all that sort of stuff. Like they weren't backlit, and that's not great. Actually, what's the DSi? Not the DSi. The Game Boy SI backlit was the Game Boy SI. Oop, that's IS. Game Boy SI backlit. That's not SI, it's SP. Let's see. Not Reddit. I might just need to go to Reddit. Okay, Reddit, what you got? Game Boy? No, I knew that. Apparently there was a Game Boy Light that was backlit. The Game Boy Micro was. Forgot that even existed. The GBA was not. And there... The GBA wasn't. The GBA AGS-001 had a front light, and the GBA AGS-101 had a backlight. And then I think that means... So the GBA had an optional... had either an optional light or an optional backlight, depending on the model. And then the GBA, the Game Boy Advance SP, had one model without the backlight and with the backlight, and then another one with the backlight. So that appears to be what it is. Excuse me. What was I talking about? I was talking about the game. Oh, so after that, I think I'm just gonna go after I get it working, and then I have buy some games. I think I'm just gonna go on a Pokemon marathon, just like beat every single game. I'm gonna beat red. I'm gonna beat green. I'm gonna beat blue. I'm gonna beat. What came next? Silver. I'm gonna beat gold. I'm gonna beat yellow. I'm gonna beat. Cut on. Re. Re. Re, re, release order for main series Pokemon games. Ah, what the heck is? Hold up, hold up. Let me just quickly skim through here. Hold up. Why is it not on the list? Oh, red and green came out and then blue was later. Okay. So, we're going to go through and beat all of the games in order. So we're going to beat red. At least going by this leaf. Red and green came out at the same time. I'll probably play through red first. Then we'll beat blue. Then we'll beat yellow. Then it's red and blue again. Why? I don't know. And we're skipping that. We're gonna beat gold. We're gonna beat silver. We're gonna beat crystal. I was close on that one. I think I got crystal out of order. I think I said something else before crystal. No, I said yellow before crystal. And yellow came out before gold and silver. Okay. So we were close. I said yellow in between gold and silver and crystal. So then we're gonna beat ruby and sapphire. We'll beat fire red, leaf green, and emerald. We'll beat diamond, pearl. We'll beat all the things. I'm gonna mostly just play through the at least play through all the Game Boy games, because after the Game Boy, after Emerald, it moves on to the DS. I don't have a DS capture card. They're expensive. And I don't have monies. Although there is this here, and I could just buy this and then get it. Don't think this has. Does this? Hold on, let me just quickly type in. With cap. Ooh. That's expensive. This is just me researching prices. The video of the stream. No, we can go through all this stuff later. I could just buy a capture card, can't I? Hold on. And then I can install it, like... Wait. Hold up. Back of 2DS. So. Oh yeah, this'll fit. It'll fit. Totally. 100% it'll fit. 120 bucks for a capture card, and then I could just install it. It can be like difficult. How much soldering is required? Doesn't actually seem like there's too much to do. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's actually... There's... Let's see. Solder. Uh, 10... Yeah, no, this isn't gonna require much. This isn't gonna be too bad. Not at all. Not at all. This picture confuses me slightly. Not 100% sure what's... Oh, I see. Let's just show me what to remove. Okay, yeah, this thing. I could totally install that. But yeah, we go through all that. And then maybe after a while, I'll get myself a new DS with and a capture card, install it, and then say we're good to go. This stream is not going to be... I'm sorry, VOD Gaming. Oops. My bad. I have not been doing this stream too well, have I? I'm sorry. But, yeah. We get the, capture card. I'm also want to buy a capture card for my PC. And then I can just plug the Switch into the PC, so... It's going to be what? Diamond and Pearl to Ultra Sun and Moon that we don't have. And then after that, like, it's Let's Go games. Should I only play through one? Well, let me think. Not every single main series, because that's gonna be ridiculous. We'll play through, like, one from each one, because there's no need to play, like, red, blue, green, and yellow, blue. Hold on, there's no need to play red, green, blue, yellow, fire red, and leaf green. Because it's all dang near the same game. It's all in Kanto. Now, I know Black and White and Black 2 and White 2 have different stories. So those will be played through. I might do like black 2 on one, and then like I might do like black 2 and white, for example. Or I might do white and black 2, just so I can get both. But I don't think I'm gonna do both. Yeah, and then this Let's Go game, but after Ultra Sun and Moon, which is mostly the same story as Sun and Moon. If I remember correctly, there was a couple minor differences, and like the whole go fight Necrozma thing. I just played through like one of the Ultra games, so we get the Ultra Beast plotline. You know what? A lot of people struggled on that Necrozma, but I actually knew it was coming, so I overleveled my Absol just the tiniest little bit, and then just didn't really have to fight it. Stab Nightshade on Absol. On a slightly over level, Absol kind of tears through a crossbow. It is super effective. Not Nightshade, Night Slash, or whatever the heck it is. And it kind of tears it up. Let's see. So then after the Let's Go games, probably don't even need to play through a Let's. Actually, no, the mechanics change in Let's Go. It adds like the overworld Pokemon, and it has like Pokemon Go capturing. I'm gonna call it not worth it, and just throw that into the with all the Gen 1 games. And there's Sword and Shield. I have to play through those. I don't know anything about Sword and Shield. Generation 8, I know nothing about. I know there's a dog with a shield mane, and I know there's a dog with a sword. That's it. And I know there's Snom. I know there's Snom in Gen 8. I know I saw a picture of Groudon being scared of Snom, and I thought it was quite entertaining. But then after that, then there's the DLC for Sword and Shield too, so we're gonna have to play through that. Then there's the Gen 4 remakes. Probably won't play through those. I want to. Probably won't be part of my marathon. And then there's Scarlet Violet. Then there's Scarlet and Violet. No, then there's Legends. Legends Arceus. And then there's Scarlet and Violet and their DLC. And then there's Pokemon, and then there's ZA. Which actually hasn't released yet. It's gonna be later it's gonna be at the end of the year. So there's the plan. At least as it stands now. And then I could do a whole bunch of other things that I haven't had the chance to do yet. Like, I've always wanted to do a Nuzlocke, but I never wanted to write over one of my game save, and I've only ever had like one Pokemon game. So I never really wrote over my... I didn't want to put a Nuzlocke on my... Like, save a Nuzlocke. You know what I mean? And then just lose my game file. Oh, I can complete the decks! I can get regional variants. I can get, like, not regional variants, version exclusives. I can complete my decks. That's one thing I normally can't do, is complete the decks, because it's, like, locked, because you have to get both games. I could do that now. Sweet. Let's go. This is gonna be a lot of money. The DSi is not cheap. Not the GSI. Crap. All these dang consoles I'm getting mixed up on. The GBA. The GBA was kind of pricey. Like, it's not bad. It's a fraction of the cost of the Switch, too. But, yeah, so I got to take chips out of the old one, broken one, and put them in the new one, on the new motherboard to make it work. And then I got to... I don't have the right soldering iron tip. I'm just gonna hope I do. What was I? Oh yeah, and then I gotta, like, buy all the games. To be honest, the GBA and all the Pokemon games for it, or at least the main series ones, is still cheaper than the Switch 2. And we're about 10 minutes to an hour, so I'm gonna call that good enough. I've been yawning a lot, I'm sleepy. And I obviously did not have enough to talk about this stream, because I have spent most of it quiet looking up prices, and I'm sorry for that. I will try to do better in the future. Maybe I should turn off my monitor. Because then I can't see it, and I can't be like, oh, let's go down this side tangent. Although um, side tangents are good. I like side tangents. Side tangents are cool. Okay, here we go. Let's close that. Is there anything else today before we wrap it up? I don't think anyone stopped by, which kind of sucks, but I'm used to it. We don't get a lot of traffic on this channel, but we take the best what we can do, and those who do stop by, we always say hi and hopefully improve their day. I try to entertain, and I don't know if I'm doing a great job, but if I am, that's good with me. So I always thank everybody for joining me. I hope y'all had a good time and had some fun. I know I did. And I will see y'all later.